Hi, I'm Jerry Harper. I live at 2003 Decatur Street, and I bought my house about 14 years ago, worked on it 8 years, moved in it 5 years ago, and it's a work in progress, and it will be probably for the rest of my life. I can't tell you how much I appreciate living in this neighborhood and meeting the many friends that I have, and I have contact with Mr. Falk, who built this house in the late 1800s with his granddaughter, and she's very pleased with what I'm doing and has shared many wonderful stories about it, and I'm honored to be a part of this family's life and to make this house live once again for my grandchildren, for my daughter, and I just think this place it has earned its place. It needs to survive, and I'm doing my part to make sure that it will survive. I have a lot of fun here. I take care of my granddaughter, Emma, every day from 6 o'clock till about 10 o'clock, and we go through the backyard, we feed the birds, we look at Papa's magic forest on the side of my house, and all those wonderful things that are important now to a grandfather. I truly hope that we will always find the interest in this neighborhood because it's very unique and it's one of a kind in Houston, and it could go away if people don't care enough about preserving our heritage and our past, and I am very proud that I've been a part of it.
Hi, I'm Tara, and this is the Conway Cotney House, and it was built in 1898. We bought this house about 3 years ago. We used to live and rent next door and loved our neighborhood so much that we wanted to stay and renovate this house. We have been working on it for 3 years and still have a little ways to go, but we love our neighborhood. We have chosen to raise our son here and want it to stay the same for when he grows up and future generations. So please help preserve this neighborhood, learn about it. It's a very interesting place in Houston.
Hi, I'm Mark Bazan.
And I'm Nanny Sabota, and we're standing in front of our house, the Stephen Henry Renault house, built in 1912. We bought it in December of 97 and moved in February 2000. We met in the neighborhood, living in separate houses, and got married, and then bought this house together and did a full renovation.
And we've been living in the neighborhood for about over 10 years. And we both had our own separate houses prior to moving this house, and we just fell in love with this house and decided to restore this one together.
We love this neighborhood because of the historic nature and how we're like a community more than living in a big city, and we want to preserve it, and we worry about new development and protecting it, the neighborhood from
Development that's really out of character with the homes that we have, historic homes that we have here, in scale and characteristics, like condominiums, which we were concerned about.
My name is Vladimir, and this is Emily. We bought this house the day before Hurricane Katrina came to Houston. We just missed Houston a year ago, and we renovated it. It's a house that was a childhood home to Mary Kay Ash, and we're proud to have this house, and very happy to be in the 6th Ward, and hope that there's a whole bunch of other houses in the state like that, and they renovated instead of torn down and having a bunch of condos built.
I'm Cynthia Carr. We moved into the 6th Ward in 2002 after looking in the 6th Ward about 10 years before, right? We love the neighborhood. Yeah. Most people.
I told the couple I looked at 10 children. This would have been a rather small house for 10 people, but it's a wonderful house for 2 people.
That's over 30 seconds. My name's Jane Cahill. I've lived in the old 6th Ward since 1993. I moved in when it was almost urban pioneer time to move into the neighborhood. The first house I bought was next door. We call it the Chocolate House now because it's painted chocolate brown. And when my friends from high school came out to visit me, they stood on the driveway right there and they said, "Jane, now we're going to live in this house, aren't you?" I said, "Absolutely." They said, "Oh, you think you found Austin and Houston?" I said, "Absolutely." Oh, this is a neighborhood I have loved living here. I've never had one bit of problem in this neighborhood. I love it because the architecture makes neighbors neighbors. We spend a lot of time sitting out in the rocking chairs on our front porch, drinking coffee. You can't not know your neighbors because you see them coming and going in their driveway, and everybody looks out for each other, and that's part of the charm of living in this neighborhood. When the absentee landlord who used to own this house put it up for sale, I was the first one here to buy it, and we spent about 2 years restoring it. And in restoring it, we learned a lot of interesting things about the house. So originally, this lot was like the lot next door. It had 2 small shotgun houses on it, and that were built probably in the 1880s. But that sometime early in the 1900s, this house was expanded to look more like the L-shaped cottages that were in fashion then. And one of the shotguns was taken down, and this house was, one of them was expanded to look like an L-shaped cottage. The best thing about these houses and why the city should really work to preserve not only the neighborhood but the houses is the building materials that they're built with. That's the other great thing we learned in doing restoration work here. We learned that these houses are built with true 2x4s. They are actually 2x4. You see that modern 2x4s have suffered some attrition. But it's not even the size of these wooden members that's important. It's the old growth wood. These houses are built with old growth wood. You can't even count the number of tree rings in the 2x4s that these houses are built with. Whereas new construction is built with fast growth wood. They have 6 or 7 tree rings at most. So these houses are built of sturdy materials. They were built to last as long as their usable lifetime, as opposed to the houses that are built not even to last their mortgageable life. And we love the neighborhood, we love the houses, and we love our neighbors that love our houses.
My name is Brett Mize. I live at 2009 Kane. I've lived here for 16 years. I own 3 houses and 2 vacant lots here in the historic district. Like the majority of people who've moved here during the last 15 years, we love the historic character of this neighborhood and would like for future renovations and new construction